On the surface, this looks like another messy custody dispute between two parents who can't get along. But when police are called after a confrontation in a grocery store parking lot, officers quickly discover that both sides have a very different version of what happened. The father claims he was assaulted. The mother insists she was only trying to protect her daughter. And by the end of the night, one decision will completely change the outcome of the case.
You got an idea why we might be here?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's an incident, a little incident that just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell me about what happened, because I don't like getting one side story. I don't think that's fair. So that's why I wanted to come over here and at least talk to you.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you. So basically, my daughter and her dad were together today. We have like a parenting plan. He gets her on Saturday, usually from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
Today he asked me to have her a little earlier, and I was like, sure, you can have her at 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. And he was like, okay, perfect, that works. And I was like, okay, awesome. So she was at his house, and I was at the gym, and then I went to Whole Foods to get some groceries. Sorry, I'm just trying to give you every possible
Big picture for sure, yeah.
So I go to Whole Foods, and
oh, that's embarrassing.
you're good, don't worry about it. So then I texted him, I was like, hey, I'm at Whole Foods because it's right by his house. I was like, how are you and Dessa doing, blah, 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 whatnot. And he was like, oh, okay, you're at Whole Foods? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, I think I'm going to bring her there. And I was like, oh, okay, and then I can just pick her up because I have her car seat in my car.
What time was that?
Oh, shoot. 6 something maybe? I can check exactly. I'm on my phone.
No worries. Yeah, if you need to grab your phone, that's fine.
Okay, I can grab my phone, but I can grab it later. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, come on, we get a specific time later. I was just curious if you knew.
Yeah, it just around 6 something.
Okay.
So.
Did you guys agree to meet at Whole Foods?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll be inside. Just call me when you guys get here. And then he was like, okay. And it was like she was getting kind of fussy, didn't want to sit down at the dinner table, so I was going to bring her back early. And I was like, okay, sounds good. I got it. So I went inside and I was grocery shopping, and then all of a sudden they come by and then she's running up to me, and then I was like, that's not. And then we just kept walking, like, you know, just getting my groceries. He was following us and was like, I'm going to say bye, I'm going to go. And I was like, okay, go ahead. So we said bye to her, hugged her, gave her a kiss, and then he left.
Was that inside the store?
Yes.
Okay.
Inside the store. So then he left, and I'm walking around. I'm like, her backpack is in his car, isn't it? Because I pack her backpack with all the things when she goes with him. So then he gives me a call, and he's like, hey, I forgot her backpack. He's like, where's your car? And I was like, well, my keys are on me, so you can bring me the backpack, or like you can wait till we come out. We're almost done. He was like, I'll just bring it. I was like, okay. So he found us, gave us her backpack, and then we were walking all together, and he was like, I'm just going to stay here until you guys check out. And I was like, okay.
So you pull up the car, you put on your hazards.
Yeah, and I was like,
for the ice. And,
oh yeah.
And then
I was like, okay, I'm just going to like run out and like put her across real quick. So I run to the car, and he's already going to this other car. I open the door, he starts putting her in her car seat. I was like, I can do it, like I got it. And he ignored me. And he starts putting her in the car seat, and I was like, it's okay, like I got it, I can do it, like, you know, I'm gonna do it. Ignoring me, and I was like, can you hear me? And then he's just ignoring me, and I was like, can I grab her backpack? So I grab her backpack, put it in the car, come back around, he's still doing it, and I was like, listen, like, I told you about 10 times, I got it, like, can you just move away? And he's like, I'm gonna put her in the car seat. And I was like, please, Will, like, let's not do this. And I was like, I don't put her in a car seat in your car, like, that's your car, that's your thing, like, can you not do this right now?
At this point, Alex's story sounds reasonable. She repeatedly describes a father refusing to leave, a crying child caught in the middle, and a situation that was rapidly becoming emotional. The problem is that officers still have one unanswered question. How did the scratch marks end up on his wrist?
And he was like, he realized that my point is valid, so he's like, I want to say goodbye to her. And I was like, okay, you can say goodbye to her. You just said goodbye to her 5 minutes ago. Did you not in the store 5 minutes ago? And he's like, Alex, I'm not, you know, just starting to get worked up. And I'm like, well, I'm going to ask you one more time. I swear I'm going to call the police. I was like, you need to get away from my car. And he's not moving. And then he turns around, or I pull his jacket a little bit. I'm like, listen, like, please move out of my car. And I'm starting to get upset. She's starting to get stressed out. She's starting to cry.
Yeah.
And he turns around, and he's screaming in my face. He's like, you are physically assaulting me. You just physically assaulted me. And then people are like starting to turn their heads and notice, and he's like, "You're causing a scene, you're causing a scene." And I'm like, well, you're causing a scene. I asked you genuinely 20 times to move out of the way. You need to get out of my car. And I start getting here. I'm like, you need to get the out of my car. Like, right now. Seriously. She starts crying. She's screaming. She's like, Mama, Mama, Mama. And I'm like, you're stressing her out. Move.
Yeah.
And he's not moving.
As the interview continues, Alex remains consistent. She admits there was physical contact, but argues it only happened because she felt trapped between her ex and her daughter. The officer now has to determine whether that explanation justifies what happened next.
He's blocking me. Literally, standing like this, blocking me from my own car, from my daughter, like sitting there freaking out in the car seat because she doesn't know what's happening. And so, I'm like, if any person, genuinely any person is standing in front of me, blocking me from my child, like putting her at stress, I'm removing them. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with that. I'm not like him to play the victim and be like, help, 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 which I probably should have done. But anyway, I was like, you need to move. And people are watching, starting to walk by, and I was like, you need to move right now. So then I moved him, like, pushed him out of the way, like that, and he moves out of the way.
Yeah.
And then I finish buckling her up, and then kiss her on the head. She's immediately calm. And I'm like, okay, everything's okay, we're gonna go home. Close her door, turn around. A woman is right there, and she's like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. And she's like, oh, we just saw what happened. Like, we wanted to know if you're okay. I'm like, trust me, I'm kind of used to this. I'm fine. And I was like, he's acting insane. This is like kind of typical. I was like, he's just acting crazy. And I'm like, he's blocking me from getting my daughter into the car.
Okay.
And that's it. And she was like, oh, okay, we just want to make sure that you're okay. And I was like, yeah, we're okay. And I was like, thank you. And so she's like, okay. So she walks away, and I turn around, I'm gonna walk to the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And I see him sitting on the side of the road crying, and like people are coming and comforting him. And I'm like, okay, well, we're all good, so I'm gonna get out of here. So I go in the driver's seat, and I'm driving home. Everything's fine. And I didn't want to make it bigger than it was, but now I know I genuinely need to, because there's nothing else I can do.
Okay.
There's nothing else I can do. So, yeah, we explained that to him, and then I get home, and then I'm getting texts from him, and he's like, I need to tell you exactly what he said, hold on. So, yeah, honestly, like, I'm not surprised. I was thinking, like, do I go to the police station and report him?
Yeah.
Because, what do I do? Like, we need to figure out a way that I have zero contact with him, but he's, like, harassing me and acting really, really weird. Like, one day he's sending me, like, 35 different texts, like, he's like, your boyfriend is always at the house when I'm dropping her off and picking her up. We need to find a different place to do that.
But you were trying to basically remove him from the car because he was saying, you're making a scene, that's when you grab the jacket.
After you had told him, get out of my car a few
Multiple
times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you grab him at the wrists at all?
And I might have grabbed his hand when he turned around. His hands were like this, blocking the car. And I said, I think I grabbed his wrist like this. And I was like, you need to move right now. You need to move. Because he's getting in my face.
I only asked because he had like a small scratch mark
Yeah,
right
he told
here.
me that.
Okay, maybe your nail or something, I'm guessing. It looks new.
But, yeah, and so he's blocking me and getting in my face. And I was like, I'm just waiting for him to hit me, like. But, obviously, like, I'm trying to stay under control. Genuinely asked him about 95 times, and he's not moving. It's like he wants to get something out of me.
Okay.
And I'm trying to hold myself back. I'm like, please move.
Do you think to just like back off and just call us?
Yeah, I literally said it. I said to him, I was like, I'm gonna call the police. Okay. And then I was like, I mean, am I really gonna call the police? Like, he's just, not letting me like get into the car seat. And then after that, when he's turned around, he's blocking me from her car. I got too upset.
But his hands were up the whole time? He never like...
Not the entire time.
But I'm saying, like, he didn't like touch you or anything. It was like you moved him because you wanted to get to your daughter.
Yeah, no. He put his hands in front of him like this, and he was getting closer to me, getting in my face, and I was like, okay, you need to move. You need to move. And
so did he come towards you while?
Yeah. More than once. And I was like, what are you doing right now? Like, I don't know, any normal person, like, if I ask you 10 times, like, let me get to our daughter, and he's purposely blocking the way, then he's getting in front of me. It's like, now this is something else. This is turning into something else. Like, it's not just about saying goodbye to her.
This is the moment the interview starts to shift. Until now, Alex has focused on her ex's behavior, but officers are beginning to focus on something else entirely, her own admission that she physically moved him out of the way.
So I kind of understand this. Exchange your kids, he's putting him in the car, you tell him, hey, I want to do that, stop, get out of my car. Just not listening. Grab the backpack, still tell him, hey, stop. You tug on his jacket to kind of be like, how hard do you think, just like, is it more of like you were trying to physically move him?
No.
Or was it like,
I physically
hey
moved
guy,
him the
like,
second
let's...
time when he was blocking me out.
Yeah, so he turns around after you tug him, just like you're making a scene,
Yeah.
doing like this, coming towards you.
Immediately turned around.
Did you tell him, get out of my way, move away?
Multiple times.
When he's doing
Multiple
this?
times, yes.
Okay. And he doesn't get out of your way?
Doesn't.
Okay.
Refuses.
And he gets closer while doing this?
Yeah.
And what's he saying? Just...
He's like, Alex, you just physically assaulted me. And he's like, you're causing a scene. You're causing a scene. And he, I don't know what else he said. Said like something like, either he wants to buckle her or something like that. I don't know. And I was like, listen, you just say goodbye to her. Please, you're causing a scene. She's getting stressed out. I can't even talk because he's screaming in my face and getting in front of me. And I'm like, sorry. And I'm like, he's getting in front of me. There's nothing else I can do. He's not going to move. No matter what I do, he's not getting out of the way. And I was like, I'm going to move you if you don't move. And he refused. And then when I like grabbed his hand like that.
Did you grab both hands or just one hand?
Just one.
And then you did what? Was it like
he was getting close to me like this and like right in front of me, and I was like, you need to move. You need to move. And I just grabbed it like that.
Grabbed it like that and then like what, pulled him to the side
Yeah,
sort of?
I was like, you need to move. And then he was like looking at me and he was like, and he was like, what are you doing?
And after you pulled him to the side, was that pretty much the end of like the, as far as...
Yeah. I was like, what are you doing? And I was like, Will, move. So then I like grabbed his jacket again and like kind of pushed him to the side. And then I got to her, and then once I did that...
Oh, after the wrist, you pulled him, you grabbed his jacket again and moved him?
Yeah, I just moved him out of my way. And he was not budging. And I was like, alright, you're gonna move, you're gonna have to move. Then I got to her, immediately she calms down, and then I didn't even notice where he went. He just left, and I didn't think to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because I'm focused on her.
Do you mind if I see the text messages?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Right here it says
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, these are the ones you were reading from earlier that he sent you?
No. This is unbelievable. Like, he truly needs help. Like, I'm scared. I'm so concerned because no normal person would do that.
So here's the thing. Based on what he described and what you described, as well as he does have a scratch mark on his wrist, and everything is coinciding with what happened, you're going to be placed under arrest for domestic battery, okay? Hold on. Because you have a daughter here, we're not going to be doing this in front of your daughter. But are you comfortable with her staying here with your family? I'm assuming this is all your family, right?
Yes.
I'll just need info for at least one of them, whether it's is your dad or mom staying here. What's gonna happen is we're gonna take you back to our station. You're gonna have to go before a judge tomorrow, okay? I'll be putting exactly what you told me, exactly what he told me, and my observations based on everything that I've got this far. Alright? I just want to make sure this wasn't gonna be in front of your daughter because she doesn't need to see that, okay? So do me a favor, just stand right here for me and just put your hands on your back.
One question.
I'm hearing you. What's your question?
Why is he not being placed under arrest?
Because it's domestic battery. You're the one who admitted to putting your hands on him.
But he's blocking me and not letting me get into my own car.
Yep, and maybe just next time, just disengage and call the police, okay?
In the end, officers determined there was enough evidence to make an arrest. Alex was charged with domestic battery after admitting she physically grabbed and moved her ex during the confrontation, while she maintained she was simply trying to reach her daughter and de-escalate a stressful situation. Investigators concluded that the physical contact crossed a legal line. The case serves as a reminder that during emotional custody disputes, even a few seconds of physical confrontation can carry consequences that last far longer than the argument itself.